My name is Dr. Michael Green. I'm a board-certified OBGYN, and I am the Chief Medical Officer of Winona. And for some of you, I'm your Winona doctor. And today I'd like to talk to you about two different things that are sort of related. And that has to do with what time of day should you take your medications and how closely should you follow the dosing schedule that was prescribed. So let's start with time of day. The first thing to understand is that everybody's different and nobody responds to medications exactly the same way as somebody else. We do have some generalities, sort of most people fall into different categories. So let's talk about the estrogen and progesterone replacement. Whether that's as a patch, a pill, or a cream, these are all similar to the same medications, just different ways of getting into your body. The patch is put on and you just wear it all the time. So that one doesn't have a timing thing. But with the pills and the creams, there is a timing because you're doing it once a day. And so often asked what's the best time of day to use the medication. For most people, bedtime seems to be the best time of day, particularly for the progesterone, but I think for the estrogen as well. And the reason is, for many people, the progesterone can make them sleepy. The estrogen can also be most helpful at night because the biggest issue that a lot of people have are sleep issues, and particularly night sweats or hot flashes at night that keep them up and disturb their sleep. And so taking that estrogen at night kind of kicks it in right when you need it most, and you get the sort of highest drug levels when it's most important. But the progesterone in particular can make people sleepy, and so taking it at night usually works best. You get that benefit of better sleep because it's making you drowsy. For some people, if they take the progesterone during the day or in the morning, it kind of knocks them out and makes them sort of lethargic all day. Now, the interesting thing about these medications, and any medication really, is that everybody responds a little bit different. So there are a small number of people where progesterone does the opposite. Instead of making them sleepy, it activates them, acts like caffeine. And in that case, if you find that you take your progesterone at night, or your estrogen and progesterone at night, or your cream at night, and you're like up and your brain's going and you're all activated, maybe you should try taking it in the morning. And so it's okay to experiment with different times of day to see what works best for you. And I, in fact, encourage that. So start with it at night, because for most people, that's what works best. See how that works for you. But if it's keeping you up or it's not working well, try it in the morning. The other thing that progesterone can do in an even smaller number of patients, but it happens, is for some people it can give them these crazy vivid dreams. Some people like that, but sometimes these dreams are kind of scary. And so again, if that's happening to you, take it in the morning and it'll solve that problem and you won't get those issues. So that's kind of the time of day thing. Now, the other medicine that we frequently prescribe is DHEA. My personal feeling is that for the vast majority of patients, it doesn't really matter when the DHEA is used during the day. So the best strategy is to use it the time of day that you're going to most likely remember to use it, because the most important thing is to use these every day consistently. And so if it's easier to do it at night with your hormone cream, take it at night. Or if you like to do it in the morning with your morning routine, because for most people, morning routines are more routine than night routines, then take it in the morning. For some people, it does tend to be a little activating, and for those people that want to take it in the morning, but again, listen to your body on this one. That's the most important thing. The second question really has to do with dosing and how carefully should you follow the dosing protocol that's prescribed. And in my opinion, the answer to that is very careful. So we've picked a dosing schedule for you specifically for your particular needs, and that's what we think is going to work the best. Also, particularly with the creams, they're compounded with estrogen and progesterone together in many cases, and there's a ratio that's very important to maintain. And so if you don't take it the way it's prescribed, you may lose the benefit of that good ratio, and it can cause problems. So if you're prescribed 2 pumps of cream every day, use 2 pumps of cream every day. Now, there are times when your doctor is going to ask you to change things. Maybe they'll say, try taking it once a day for a couple of weeks. Or they may say, why don't you use 3 pumps for now, and then I'll send you a stronger cream down the line. So there are times when we might ask you to use it differently, but then do what we ask. The great thing about Winona is that we're here for you. And so you can message your doctor anytime, and we're going to respond to you and answer your questions. So if you're taking the medication, let's say you're taking your cream and you're using 2 pumps and you don't think it's right for you, instead of just changing it on your own, ask us so we can guide you so that we can help you do it in a safe manner. Our only desire is to keep you healthy and safe and successful. So we want these medicines to work for you. We want to do it safely. So if you are finding that they're not working right, let us know. We'll help you. And then you can basically take our experience and our expertise and use that to do things better. So that's a much better way to do it than just changing things on your own. That's really not a safe way to do it, and can kind of cause problems, get into trouble by taking the medications in a different way they're prescribed. So it is very important to use medications as prescribed. And if for some reason that doesn't seem to be working, let us know and ask us, and we'll help you, and we'll figure out a better way.